Have you heard about the 5 by 5 rule? Do you know what it says? It says if what you're thinking about is not going to matter in 5 years, don't spend more than 5 minutes being upset about it. If what you've been overthinking about is not going to matter, is eventually not going to matter, it's not going to change anything in your life, and you keep constantly thinking about it, all it's doing is keeping you from doing your daily tasks. Plus, it's taking so much of space in your mind that it's stopping anything positive, any positive thought from crossing your mind. So you're just in a constant loop of thinking about it over and over again, thinking about how you could have done it differently, how you could have said something differently, and thinking about what the outcome could have been if you would have done something differently. So if it's about someone, if someone said something that has upset you, if someone's said something that's not true, that's incorrect about you, and you've tried telling them, but they just don't understand, and then you now just keep thinking about it. There are some people that we come across that no matter what we tell them, no matter how we explain things to them, they are not going to budge from what their thoughts are. And if we, for example, if someone said something to you and you have tried to explain to them, but it just doesn't work, and then you come back home, or you move away from them, and all you're thinking about is them. All you're thinking about is how they have misunderstood you, when in fact in 5 years, like what the 5 by 5 rule says, in 5 years it is not going to matter. In this scenario, it's not even going to matter in the next 5 hours, because that person who has just said something will completely forget about that conversation and never bring that up again. But you are constantly thinking about what's going on in their mind about you. And all it's going to do is it's going to take up the space in your mind, and it's going to make you feel really bad about yourself. And then whatever plans you have that on that day, whatever goals you have that you need to achieve, it's going to stop you from achieving them, because now you're thinking, oh, that person, he or she thinks this specific thing about me. For example, that person thinks I'm lazy, for example, and you have something planned in the next 2-3 hours. You're planning to clean your clean your car. So if someone said to you, even if it's as a joke, that they think you're lazy, if you think about it for more than 5 minutes, it's gonna stay in your mind forever. So, like the example of washing your car. So from the time you've spoken to this person, all you're going to think about is why they think you're lazy. Have you ever been in a situation with them where you've shown signs of laziness? And what if not? Why do they think of you in that way? Do they not like you, or are you actually lazy? You're going to start thinking about the times where you feel like you have shown signs of laziness, or worse, you may make up scenarios in your mind that may make you feel like you are actually a lazy person even when you're not. So when the time comes to actually wash your car, you end up procrastinating. You think to yourself, oh, I'm a lazy person anyway. That's what they think of me. That's what I think of myself. That's what my family thinks about me. So I might as well not do anything. But if you follow the 5 by 5 rule in this scenario, where, just think about it, yeah? You're having a conversation with that person, and that person, for whatsoever reason, calls you lazy. It upsets you. It does upset you. And at the end of the conversation, you move away and you spend 5 minutes being upset about it. Give yourself those 5 minutes. Think about what must have made him pass a comment like that on you. Do you think you're lazy? Does anyone else you think would think that you're lazy? No, yes, whatever. Don't spend more than 5 minutes being upset about it. But right after those 5 minutes, you tell yourself that, Whatever I've spoken, whatever the person has said, it should not matter to me. Trust me, this works. Just tell yourself, even if your mind is playing tricks with you, go to the go to the go to your room, look into the mirror and tell yourself, even if that person has called me lazy, I think I'm not lazy. I am not lazy. I am going to prove to myself that I am not a lazy person. Do positive affirmation. Continue looking at the mirror and tell yourself that you are. Tell yourself, I am energetic. I am dynamic. At the end, smile. Smile and repeat. I am energetic. I am dynamic. I love giving myself tasks. I love assigning tasks to myself. I love achieving them. And I'm going to go out there and do whatever I have planned to do. For example, in this case, wash your car. I'm going to go out there and wash the car. The car's going to look new. And that person, I don't even care. You shouldn't even care about that person anymore. That's the point of the 5 by 5 rule. You give 5 minutes to yourself being upset about something that you are going to decide that you're no longer going to think about anymore. Because listen, you don't deserve spending your time thinking about things that don't matter. You deserve to spend time on things that help you improve yourself, that help you, your family, that help you mentally, that help you physically. Think about your hobbies. Think about how you're going to spend the weekend. Think about organizing something, cleaning something. Plan things in your head. How you're going to decorate that specific corner of your house. What dress you're going to wear for that party during the weekend. How you're going to spend the summer. There's so many good things to think about. And I think it's very unfair if we give importance to the negative thoughts. It's not easy. I agree. It's obviously not that easy. I myself sometimes cannot brush those negative thoughts off my mind. And that's when these exercises like the 5 by 5 rule needs to be applied. And that's how we can look after ourselves. That's how we take care of ourselves. Because I know that we need to be physically active to look after our physical body, but that right there, that is equally important, sometimes even more important than the physical self that we are. Our mental state of being is what would reflect physically as well. So it's very important, just the way we do our normal physical exercises like squats and planks and strength training, etc. Similarly, these exercises like the 5 by 5 rule, meditation, affirmations, these would save you. So make a promise to yourself today that you will utilize the 5 by 5 rule whenever necessary, and you're going to master it, and you will not let overthinking take the best of you. You're not going to let that destroy you. I hate overthinking. I honestly do. I mean, I don't mean that I don't overthink. I probably am the queen of overthinking, but I try to not do it. I try my best to avoid getting into that hole of overthinking. But how? I just open my phone and watch random videos, or I literally just Google 5 by 5 rule and read articles about it. I try to avoid it. So that's how I try to look after my mental health. And like I said, we have to promise ourselves, and we have to give importance to that aspect of our body as well, our mental being. So yep, hope this helps you, and hope you apply this exercise in your life. And thank you so much for watching.